I wasn't going to begin this project until we moved into a place that had a garage, but it looks like that's going to be delayed at least another couple of weeks, and I don't want to wait any longer. This is something that I think will be really fun, so we're just going to dive right into it here at the cabin. A few weeks ago, I made a deal on a 1993 Kawasaki KDX200 motorcycle for $100.
That's how much they paid you to take it away?
Oh, you're getting started early. Save some of them, pace yourself there.
What a piece!
It was $100, and to someone who knows more than nothing about this type of machine, that's a good value, even though it's not a complete motorcycle. There's a lot of valuable parts here, so I bought it as kind of an investment, and I thought there might be a long shot chance of being able to make it run. The long shot chance is dead in the water. The engine is pretty much toasted. It looks like someone was riding around when, for one reason or another, the piston came to a screeching halt. There's some damage here, and the cylinder is pretty much ruined. The only way to bring this back to life would be to bore out the cylinder and replate it, and that gets pretty costly. So this just went to the back of the garage to be parted out at a later date. But then, less than a week after buying this beautiful machine, something amazing happened.
Did you list it for sale?
Better! I doubled down on my vintage trail bike aspirations.
I know where this is
Come
going.
on, Miss Optimism. Let's go see what's in the back of the truck.
So now we have two that don't run?
We don't know that this one doesn't run. I think you belong here. Amazing things happen to those who are positive. What we have here is an almost identical motorcycle to the one I just introduced you to. I saw this advertised for sale. The price was $200 for what looks like a complete machine. I couldn't afford not to buy it. I have all the extra parts I need just 20 feet away, unless it needs a cylinder.
What wife could be upset about you bringing that home? That looks like fun.
I can only think of one. This motorcycle was owned by the same family for over 20 years, but according to the gentleman I bought it from, it hasn't been started in about a decade. So what do you think, camera girl? It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Do you think we can get it started by the time the sun goes down?
Have you kicked it over?
Look at the diagnostics.
I need more information.
Okay, she's coming along.
I
Yeah.
need to know what happened.
We'll go into details in just a moment. Let's get it off the truck.
I'm feeling optimistic
Yeah.
about this.
Okay, it's off. Should I write it down?
Let's see.
I don't know. I think I'll save it. I will only ride this if it's under its own.
Yeah, that
power.
seems right.
Yes, no cheating. Let's get it down to the gravel workstation. Yeah, it fits right in. And now, when people drive down the driveway, they won't see the ugly old washing machine anymore. It'll just be blocked by all the junk motorcycles. Let's give this a quick walk around before we go any further. The motorcycle is pretty much complete except for a missing drive chain. It's got a few battle scars, scrapes, dings, and somebody did a little bit of custom surgery here on the plastics. Good luck getting that through the security line at the airport. But overall, I think it's a viable motorcycle, and something that struck me right away when I went to buy this thing was how nice the seat cover is. We have the classic 1990s bright blue with Pepto-Bismol splatter accents.
That's intentional?
That's intentional.
I thought that was paint.
That's a style statement.
Oh.
So let's get into this thing. Jennifer, you spoke up at the truck about whether or not the engine turned over. I'll take the camera, push on that Kickstarter, and you tell me if you think there's a chance of it running without major engine teardown.
I just...
Push it with your hand and see what happens. You're the one that opened your mouth. Do you feel that? Do you feel the resistance? Careful, careful, you might start it right here. No more, no more, no more. I'll tell you why in a minute.
Okay.
So did you feel the resistance when you kicked it down?
Yeah.
That's the piston compressing the air and fuel mixture in the combustion chamber, and it's the sign of a healthy engine. The reason I didn't want you to just keep kicking over the motor was because this hasn't been operated in some time, and I'd like to dribble a little bit of oil down into the cylinder just to make sure everything's lubricated so I don't cause any damage upon the first startup. Well, the spark plug was only hand tight. That could be good or bad. That means somebody was in here recently. Maybe they saw something they didn't like and they just put it back together and put it for sale for some fool on Craigslist. Here's the spark plug. It looks fine to me. A little bit black, but on these 2-cycle engines, they all look black. While it's out, I will check for spark, but not before putting a cap full of 2-cycle oil down into the cylinder. Okay, now that we have a little bit of oil in the cylinder and a lot on the ground, let's see if it sparks. Right here is where we're looking.
Oh!
That's it. We're doing okay. Jennifer, that was a hearty kick moments ago. Do you want to be the designated starter?
Oh, I don't know. I'll give it a shot.
So there were certain set odds that we don't know of whether or not I could get this running today.
Can I get it running?
The odds change a little bit. I'm not saying if they become more or less favorable, but they change if that question turns into, can Jennifer get the motorcycle started today? Spark plug is back in. I think you can do it.
I think I can do it.
I was really surprised at how well you kicked it that first time. I have not opened up this gas tank since I bought the motorcycle because I want to save my first impressions in their purest form. I don't know if this is empty or full of 10-year-old gas. It's a little varnishy. Smells like a cabinet shop in there. A little bit lightheaded. I think what I should do is drain what's in the gas tank and in the float bowl of the carburetor and replace it with new gasoline before trying to fire this up. It's taken on the color of a fine apple cider. So just by the smell and viscosity of this gas, I can tell it's old, but it's still liquid, which is good news. I don't think this is bad enough to clog up any of the jets in here. That means there's a good chance that if we just close everything up and add a little bit of fuel to the tank, we might witness some fireworks in a minute. Jennifer, does your leg feel up to the task?
I'm prepared.
It might be a little bit of a marathon because of all that oil I dumped into the cylinder, but you can use the exercise. As you kick, you might try giving it a little bit of gas.
Oh.
Nice one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Woo!
I can't even ride this.
Nobody can. It doesn't have a chain. Let me just try. Okay, this is the truth. I forgot to see if it even has coolant.
Oh!
So we only ran it for a minute. It wouldn't get hot anyway. I'm not embarrassed. Well, it does have some coolant. That was a close one. Sometimes I get so wrapped up in the moment and excited, I forget critical steps. I want to ride it.
I think you should.
It needs a drive chain though.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. You have to be careful with these 2 strokes they're prone to having a lean condition. That was amazing how quickly it fired up, even with all that oil in the cylinder. I'm reduced to this.
Do you need one of those pink hammer sets?
My tools
Nick?
are so scattered out. I will tell you,
That's depressing.
I need to switch the rear sprocket too because this one is bigger than that one, which means the chain will be too long. In the dirt. Drastic times call for drastic jack stands. Stay.
You're gonna bang on it now?
It's one of my best things.
Yikes, that kickstand
Yeah?
looks precarious.
Compared to that?
Guess not.
I'll get the chain on here now.
That's a nice fit.
And the final key, right there. Wow, it's ready to ride.
Here, let me put that back in my purse since you're done with it now.
Feels really strange. A couple hours ago, I didn't even know if this would start, and now I'm gonna go for a ride. I won't argue. This is exciting. First kick. It needs reverse.
Don't take out our bush.
Did you see me climb the steep hill just now?
I did.
I like it. The next thing to do is change the transmission fluid, and I should probably clean out the air filter, but I'll do that on my own time. Now that I know this thing runs, I want to share my vision with you guys. I want to be able to ride this on the road. I'm a little bashful even talking about it because I don't know if that's even possible. But I appreciate everybody watching the videos. I love reading the comments, and this is going to be a journey that's better for both of us if we find out where it leads together. Thanks for watching.